real life yet.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Fangs of New York. It is Thursday, it is hot out, but we have much to accomplish, so let's jump right in. Last time we gathered, Ambrose and Vance decided to take it upon themselves to try and distract the humans on the street while Cassandra, Dorian, and Morgana cleaned up the mess from killing the two other vampire. They returned, first they went to the hospital where they met Dr. Abina Ofosu, who healed up Dorian and injected some elder blood into Cassandra's bite marks on her neck, which inadvertently silenced the voice inside of her head. We shortly there learned after that that is the voice of Malkav, the original Malkavian. And then we went back to the heart of the city, where the party spoke to Lady Nisha and explained their triumph over the three vampire that were pushing their way onto the territory of the Garment District, and that we found out they are from Dragon's clan. And then, when they were trying to figure out who Dragon was, Lady Nisha found it best to speak to Lady Kafara. The party went back into the inner sanctum and waited Lady Kafara to find her place in her throne and detail that Dragon used to be part of the Camarilla, as was the entire Bruja clan, but the other sects of the vampire clans decided that it would be best to exile the Bruja because they were trying to uproot everything in regards to the masquerade and try and just do some pretty bad stuff that shouldn't happen.
I'm sure they had good reason.
And Lady Kafara guaranteed that there should be no pushback from Dragon because of this action. They suffered a loss, and they now understand the power of the Ventru clan. Ambrose then decided to say, hey, I did a thing, and I decided to go against the masquerade, and I kind of outed myself a little bit on Facebook Live, to which Lady Kafara, like the Grinch's heart, grew 3 times in size that day. And she kind of terrified, Ambrose and Vance in explaining that what they did was wrong and that they were on not just thin ice, they were pretty much about to go plunging into the deep end with no water in the pool. Warren then jumped in, saying that he was going to take Ambrose and educate him properly, making sure and ensuring that this was never going to happen again. At that point, Vance ran upstairs and started going into the club to get his mind away from everything and met up with Novelette. Dorian and Cassandra ran outside the building and are in the front of the club. Morgana stayed back to wait for Ambrose, who had been pulled into Lady Nisha's office. They don't have offices. Her chambers.
No, vampires are too extra for that.
For real. And they discussed that Lady Nisha did not tell Lady Kafara about Ambrose's actions that evening, trying to, in a way, protect him. And then we left off with Ambrose meeting Morgana in the sanctum. And that's where we left off. So we're going to pick up right from there. Ambrose, you and Morgana were just gently talking at this point.
Well, at least something good came out of this, didn't it? We have our reward, and, well, I think we should be leaving and following the others, don't you think, Morgana?
Yeah.
Yes, well.
Already left. Because I remember I signed You're Annoying to, what's his face, but...
Oh yes, I'm sorry. You guys were leaving. Yes, you were leaving. You signed your annoying to Travis.
And he's like, "Fuck you."
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, we're out.
I wanted to make sure that wasn't written out of canon.
Okay. Ambrose is following you out of the sanctum.
Okay. She
So
kinda
you-
has like a. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say she kind of has like her hand like constantly open in case he like wants to hold it. I don't know, just.
Ambrose immediately grabs her hand, pulls her in really close.
Okay, cool.
But not only pulls her close, he releases her hand, and after he pulls her in really close, he slides his hand sort of possessively around her, protectively, to nudge her into his side.
Okay. I
While
think as they're
looking
on their way, up there before they actually get to everyone, she is going to kind of be like, I just want it to be known that I can rewrite memories in case what happened is too much. And that doesn't mean it has to be permanent, but I know sometimes
No.
pain is essential.
I think I'd like to remember Lady Kafar's true face. Ever since I laid eyes on our mother elder. If you had my experience with parents, you'll understand that smiles, there's more than just that. And I think I'd rather remember that experience. For Warren's sake, I suppose. Good lesson. Enough talk of this. Let's get the others.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys make your way through the catwalk down the steps, and you push your way outside. Vance, you are still on the dance floor, and you are with. Something just dropped. I'm sorry. You are dancing with Novelette. What would you like to do? Let's see if it works. As per usual, we're having technical difficulties.
What? Get out of
This
town.
is the reality of our existence.
This time
Okay.
it was like the seasons themselves. It was like, wait, are they actually gonna stream today? Nah.
Yeah.
It also looks like Morgana's camera is frozen.
What? No!
Yeah.
I'm fine!
Oh, yeah.
Don't touch me. I'm good.
Could hear you, and that's good.
My connection's been pretty. At least I didn't freeze on an ugly face.
Impossible. All right. So can't hear Vance right now, so we're just gonna jump over really quickly. Okay. Acid says that Vance is just gonna keep on dancing. So for this scene, I have something in place, so I'll have that going on in the background while we continue.
Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Bless you,
Not
but you
having
only
to
get
mute myself.
one.
Apologies.
Blessings
I'm
don't
sorry,
stack.
actually, Godzilla, it's non-denominational.
I'll give you a
Right.
blessing, but you only get one.
Okay,
It
that's
doesn't.
fair.
It doesn't stack.
It doesn't stack.
Doesn't stack. Blessings don't stack. Dang it.
All right. All right. So you all now make it outside. Morgana and Ambrose, you see Cassandra and Dorian standing there, somewhat finishing up a what looks to be a little touchy discussion.
I think Morgana will probably put her hand up and stop them at the door so that they don't like interrupt anything.
So, Cassandra, Dorian, what's going to be going on? Do you see them coming out, or?
I think
My back
Cassandra
is
is just.
my back's probably to the door, so I'm probably not paying attention to what's going
And
on.
Cassandra's like sitting on the side of the building, so I don't know if she'd see them necessarily.
Okay. All right. So they are oblivious to you guys walking out. So even if you hold Ambrose back, it wouldn't make a difference between the two of them because they don't see that you have
hear
exited.
anything?
They were just finishing up by the time you walked out. Yeah.
All right. Morgana's just kind of gonna make sure, and then she'll walk out.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, welcome back. How's
So you're saying that? Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
You're saying-
how is
I was like, did someone just come back? I don't know. Okay.
how are those two
yeah.
looking? How they feeling? A little shaken, perhaps? I don't know.
Well, Morgana seems to always have her cool about her, but Ambrose was a little. Actually, Robin, you go ahead and tell me how Ambrose is feeling.
So he still has that slice on his back, right? Am I correct? From where Lady Cathara sunk her talons into his bone.
She grabbed onto his shoulder, so you have just like puncture wounds.
Right, so there's blood coming down his very nice Versace shirt. And he's paler than usual, just looking a little shaken, but he throws on his sunglasses and just gives everyone a smile. Right, well, shall we go back to the apartment and refreshed? I know I need a new shirt. Oh, and look, we have blood here for everyone. This is our Lady Nisha gave it to us for a reward.
A new shirt or a new pair of
gold.
pants?
But
What did
I
she
think-
give you?
I'm sorry?
What is that?
Oh, Lady Nisha gave us, all these vials of blood.
Nope,
It's all
I'm good.
payment.
I'm okay. You can take my share, please.
I wouldn't suggest that you drink it. We can go.
Why?
How about this? Because we do have a goal. We were going to go and, things. But I do think that we should probably go back to the apartment, freshen up, and make sure that Ambrose isn't walking around bleeding. We can't
Yeah,
get very
that's-
far in New York covered in blood, so.
I mean, you can get very far. Just say, New Yorkers aren't going to look twice. You haven't been here very long, have you? No one
I
gives
agree.
a shit
I
about anything
once-
here.
I
Honestly.
have grown up here, and
Oh.
it's more of the
Wait, where?
masquerade.
Where are you from? You're from
All
Brooklyn,
over.
aren't you?
Actually, no.
Oh,
I
I knew a guy from
been-
Brooklyn once.
I have been there, though.
I ate him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was actually.
Anyway,
Ladies, Warren did give me his number to give to everyone else, so that if we're ever in a bind or need his counsel, we could call upon him or text him. Shall we exchange?
Sure, you have the card,
I
right?
mean- I
My
mean,
phone.
I don't think we should be using.
Oh, I have the work phone, but that's
No,
that's all I have.
the Camarilla phones are probably a bad idea. They're definitely bugged. Everything we own is definitely bugged.
I think we can
Can we
trust
go home?
Warren.
Can we go home?
I think
Yeah,
so too.
darling.
I would like to go home.
So what we want to do, just to clarify, first get Vance. Second, we want to go back to the apartment to clean ourselves, and
I'm
then we
hoping
want.
we'll have ours by
and-
then.
So after that, we're okay with actively taking care of Cassandra and looking for
Yes.
her
that's
sire.
good.
I mean, I know where he
course.
is. We don't have to look for him. We just
Well,
have to go
going
there.
because that
Yeah.
was what I wanted to do.
Which, I mean, when we go there, oh, okay. Let's. Okay, I need to think. Oh, this is hard. Thinking is hard without him. Okay. Ooh. Let's go back. Let's shower and feed. We got some bottles at home. That's good. And then I can catch you guys up. Cool.
Sounds good.
Oh, I
Okay.
love a bubble bath.
Someone go grab Vance, please.
On it.
Please.
Morgana's gonna turn around and go get him.
Will not.
Okay.
You're not going alone back in there. And Ambrose runs back after you.
Real
think
quick,
we're gonna have
Vance, are you able to? Because you look like you're doing good on the camera now. Can you Can I hear you?
Will it
I
let
would
me speak?
love to
Okay,
hear
Yeah.
excellent. Perfect. Okay,
Ah!
cool. All right, so Vance, while you're dancing, Novelette comes up to you guys. She wasn't far from you at all from when you last had our session. And Novelette goes to you. Tell me this. What did it feel like when you fought with someone of your clan?
Who is she saying that to?
Vance.
Oh, okay.
Depends. There were brawls coming on the
And what was it like taking their lives?
pretty much how it felt taking anybody's life.
I see. So, there's no loss between you and your extended clanmates, I see, is there?
No, I fled for a reason.
Well, then let me ask you this then. And she gets closer to you, and she puts one arm underneath your arm and wraps around the back of your shoulder, putting you in a bit of an arm lock, and says, "Can we expect the same treatment from you if you get upset with us? Did I make a mistake by welcoming you in?"
So far, nothing has caused me to run from here. So,
So far, what would it take for you to attack us or desert another clan?
another attempt at my life.
I see. Well, I trust you, Vance. There is something about you that drew me to you when I was watching you jump from club to club before I took you in. It's almost as if you're holding on to your humanity with such determination, like you haven't been able to enjoy the simple things for quite some time. You don't have to tell me
No,
anything
I
right
haven't.
now. However, in time, when you are ready, we need to sit down and talk about where you come from. And this, as she puts her hand against your chest.
Yeah.
And she continues dancing with you for a little bit, before continuing on by saying, "And how are you feeling after getting out of the sanctum? Well enough to join your friends again? They are going to need you."
And I'm probably gonna need a shower.
Of course, it's been quite an eventful evening for you. Well, I think that this is a good enough time as any for us to part ways for the evening. And she leans forward and she kisses you on the forehead before backing away and making her way up to the DJ booth. Once she gets up there, the DJ automatically hands over the headphones to her and makes way. And she looks at you and then drops the bass. And the beat drop is like immaculate. The crowd goes absolutely insane, losing their mind. But you now have to go.
As she's up there, he is gonna like pull at the jacket and just go, "Mine now," and head to go find his friends.
All right, so Morgana and Ambrose, you guys were running in as Vance is coming out, so you both almost meet in the middle.
I can't. Are you guys able to hear Acid at all?
Yeah, it was a little robot-y, but it got better.
Can't hear them at all. So, should I jump out and jump back in?
If you want to give it a reset.
Yeah, yep, you
Little
can try that.
reset. We could do a little plug. Hey guys, check out our Discord.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool.
And your front.
Wub, wub, wub.
Are you back?
Uh-oh.
Can we see my face? No?
Not yet.
No, where is my
There it is.
beautiful-
There we go. All right. So you guys meet in the middle.
Can Morgana have been like talking to Ambrose so she basically runs into Vance?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, she's probably like, I can handle myself. I don't know why you have to follow me onto a cloud. Oh, shh! And then she just bumps into Vance.
Mhm.
And she like grabs him. Oh, there you are.
I think that acid is frozen, so we'll just say that you guys collect yourselves and you go and you move outside back out to meet with Dorian and Cassandra.
Like hell I would leave you in there. Please. By yourself? Did you see what happened? Absolutely not. Den of wolves.
The music was good. Are we ready to go?
I am.
Texting the driver. Or no. Call the driver?
Yeah.
Alright. So call the driver.
Location.
You call the driver. And
That location.
hi, Rosie. My dog just pushed into the room. Hi, honey. So as you guys are calling Darius, you guys hear the faint sound of a cell phone ringing not too far away from you. And he's just sitting there looking at you guys. You trying to call me? I haven't moved from when I dropped you off, right?
My mother.
All right.
Kidding.
Well,
No,
kidding.
I don't know.
No. Anyways, hi. Can we have a ride back to our house? Our home?
yeah, that's no problem. We can definitely do that. We can have no problem bringing you back. You want to go back to the Enclave then, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's the case, let's just hop on in then. And he opens the doors for you guys to get in the car. Excuse me, I need to close the door. Just 1 second.
Shotgun.
Oh, I mean, that's fine.
Wait, but I. Okay.
I was kidding.
Someone said, apparently Vance is frozen in surprise at running into Morgana.
We got technical difficulties. We got animal difficulties.
I would not say that your dog walking in to say hi is an animal difficulty.
It was not her saying hi. It was her pushing the door open and just going,
As she should.
all right. So you guys all pile into the car. And Dorian then makes his way over back to the Enclave.
The Enclave.
Dan the doorman is waiting for you outside. He sees the car pull up and he automatically just opens the door, waiting for you all to step on out.
Ambrose
Okay.
rushes out first and opens the door for Morgana.
She's kind of like caught off guard by it. She's like, thank you. And gets up. Fucking simp.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys make your way out and you're heading into the main entrance. Dan greets you all. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Late night for a Tuesday, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Every night.
Very long. Oh.
All right. So then you guys make your way up into the elevator, and you are opened up into the penthouse suite where you see Moira standing in the front entrance, greeting you warmly with tablet in hand. And she goes, "Well, good evening, everyone. It's good to see you back so well put together."
Oh, drop the
Food
drop the
now,
kindness. We
please.
know we're a mess. Please help us. How do we get this fixed? And she like moves the mask, and her face is just shredded.
come with me into the kitchen and we'll get you a little snack, shall we?
That sounds
Where-
lovely.
And where exactly should I put these? Emotions to all the vials of blood.
In the
They can
garbage.
come into the kitchen as well.
No, throw that out. It's no, I don't trust. Nope, nope, nope.
You don't
nope,
have
nope,
to
nope,
drink it.
Nope, nope.
I'll drink it.
I think we should
Um,
inspect it. I think we should inspect it a little bit, maybe.
Actually, I think I'm okay. I'm just gonna go
Go clean up.
wash.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I am always one to just slam back anything in a bottle. I'll be the test subject.
So are you drinking from the vial or are you drinking from the bottles of blood in the fridge?
I'm going to open up one of the little vials that Lady Nisha gave us, and Ambrose is going to take a little sip of it.
Same. I'm not taking a sip though.
Just downing it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so as you taste the blood, you get a feel of you get a wave of emotion overcomes you like almost automatically. It's a battle of emotions between someone else's anger and your elation at their failures. These emotions mix as you're drinking it, and it comes to a point where like you almost feel high from it and you're wanting more.
This is better than anything I've ever had as a mortal. I shall tell you this. So somebody is angry, and he just downs the rest of it. Cassandra, if you don't want yours, by all means, I will take it.
Cassandra had already left to go to take a shower.
Oh, where'd she go? She was just here a moment ago.
Morgana's gonna take the rest of them and just kind of like protectively like go over to Moira. We should probably hide these.
Vance said that they
now.
want to have one, so Vance will have one. Dorian has one. And
Another.
Ambrose has one.
Morgana will not have hers right now.
I was
Okay, so you
delighted.
get to hold on to yours and Cassandra's, so you have 2 vials on your person.
You know what it felt like? You know what it felt like? You know what it felt like? I'll tell you what it felt like. It feels like, you know when your competition is walking down the runway and you're like, God, fall from those 8-inch pumps, and then they do. That's what it feels like. And then you make a flawless, oh, that was so good. That's what it feels like.
It has been about a good 30 to 45 seconds since you had the drink, and suddenly you feel like if you had a stomach, it just drops for a moment as you have a moment of fear comes over you. You feel fear, but then the other emotion is almost triumphant.
Oh, that was odd. Orion, what do you feel? Is it just me?
It feels like the rush of slicing open the man's neck from behind.
No, you fool. It feels terrifying.
Oh, there's definitely a rush of fear, especially when done in his encampment.
It feels
Can
ominous.
Morgana like take out her phone and record them?
If you like, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ugh. I want more, but I don't.
What are
No,
you
I-
guys feeling right now? Like I know that you've kind of, but like right in this moment, and explain it to me.
Just as you asked them that, it's been another 30 seconds since the last emotion happened. At this point,
Prop.
they feel not the death that they all felt during their embrace, but they feel a final death from the other emotion. But their emotion becomes absolute ecstasy.
Oh.
So Dorian and Ambrose, you guys are now on cloud 9.
Mint.
Fucking mint.
This is better than the after party in Milan when I was 16 years old. Oh my god.
Are you telling me you tripped at 16 years old?
No.
Who
Let me
didn't?
tell you, it feels. I did not, never, not once. My profession.
Uh-huh.
No, I did.
I thought you
didn't.
were cool.
You think I'm
What?
cool, Dorian? Do you think I'm awesome? Do you think I'm magnificent? You must tell me, darling. And he grabs Dorian and just shakes him. What do you think of me?
I think you're hot.
Oh god, I feel the same. Ah.
So while this is happening, Cassandra has already gone to her room. Cassandra, once you walk into your room, you're expecting to see the same room that you had left yesterday. With the way that you left it, everything was a little disheveled and whatnot. However, you walk into exactly as you detailed it, how you wanted it to look to Moira the night before. Absolutely every single item that you want is there. Please describe your room to us.
So there's books, and there's the desk, I imagine has been like returned to being toppled over, and there's just stacks of books on it. There's a tarot card deck, these nice purple blackout curtains, like a nice deeper lilac, I want to say. All of the frilly fluffy pillows on the bed have been completely just taken out. It's a very simple black comforter, black pillows, nothing fancy. There's a giant whiteboard on one of the walls that now is blank, and various colored markers for dry erase markers. And yeah.
Okay, cool. So you notice all this, and of course you get happy seeing that your room is now the way that you want it to be.
Okay. Gonna look at the dry erase board, the whiteboard. Start going towards it, just like instinctively almost. No, gotta. And she's just gonna like take some of the blood that's like caked on her. And just as she's walking by with the dry erase board, the blood that's like on her, just draw the Clan Makabi and some little cracked mirror on the dry erase board, and then just continue into the bathroom.
Okay.
Clean herself off.
Great. Vance just messaged me saying that they're going to be heading to their room as well, so we're going to have Vance go to their room. All right, so what are the three of you doing in the kitchen still?
Ambrose is still holding on to Dorian. Dorian. He tries to whisper, but he's being very loud. Dorian, I have something to ask you. What do you think Morgana thinks of me? You say I'm attractive, yes? What do you think she thinks of me?
I don't care.
Good. You stay
moment.
Good. You stay not caring, and you keep your eyes off of Morgana, or so help me God.
Did you like drinking that?
What?
Did you
Yes,
like
of course
the
it is.
tastes?
Yes, it's quite nice.
You asked
Morgana.
me what I'm addicted to.
It's
that. Not the gambling, the fear, the emotions that people
Morgana's gonna like
give.
sit with them now. She's still recording.
Oh, fear. Fear is your addiction as well. Did you get off when you were trying to hit me that one time? You pulled me really close and you were like, I'm going to hit you or something or other. Did you get off on that? I bet you did.
I should have hit you then.
Oh, God, I know. I wish you would have. Morgana, where's Morgana? Oh, there you are, Morgana. Where have you been? Have you been here the entire time? How humiliating.
At this point, Moira is just standing there going, all right, I believe that it's time for you to all tidy up. I will take the rest of those vials if you don't mind, Miss Morgana.
No.
I'll keep it in safekeeping.
Moira, you look like Marlene Dietrich in that suit. I adore you.
Well, I don't know who that is, sir, but I appreciate it. And then she just walks off into her chamber, her room on the other side.
Morgana will kind of stand up and hold her hands out to both of them. How about we go to your rooms and you guys can clean up? I'll help you.
Dorian. Go to your room. Morgana, you should help me. And I'll help you. Pretty thing, you.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's going to happen, but
Oh,
I think
come.
I agree. I'm gonna go to my room, I guess.
Good.
Stagger off. Make his way to the room.
I suppose it's just you and I, darling.
Dorian, as you're walking off, the high that you were feeling from the blood, it's now weaning off and you're coming back to your senses, but you can still recall all those emotions that were within that vial, as if you were there when it happened.
Yes.
And then you head to your room. Same thing, you open up the room. The room is now transformed to the exact specifications that you had asked Moira from the night prior. Please describe your room.
Dorian's room is pretty standard, pretty basic, like something you would find in someone who may have been stuck a little bit in the wartime. And like mentally,
Which
a lot of generic. He was involved in a war.
There's so many of those.
There's not.
So there's a lot of he didn't really care too much about the colors. He just kind of left them as is. There might be some browns and so forth, but a lot of the things that are hanging are like various pieces of equipment for the weapons. He does have a gun rack as well that has 2 pistols, an assault rifle, a sniper rifle. It's all like there. He's got a table with some assorted like combat knives, that kind of thing, things that he would have taken out on the field with him, and he just like PTSD kind of sharpens them every once in a while, and cleans his guns and so forth.
A very well-used whetstone.
He's got a for anyone who shows up, he's got a couple of other personal items in there as well, but they're his. You don't get to know what they are. Otherwise, just generic layout there.
All right, cool. Back to Ambrose and Morgana.
She's stopped recording now. Put her phone down. What did it feel like when you drank that?
And Ambrose has also come down from the high as well. Correct? Or is he still
not yet?
Okay.
Oh, God. What it feels like? What does it feel like? It feels like I'm feeling someone else in me. Not like that. That's an entirely different feeling.
I think I had the same reaction.
I assure you, it's a different feeling. It feels good. It feels like a victory in someone else's fear and triumph. Feels like someone else's. I think I understand a little bit of what Cassandra goes through. A little bit, I suppose.
Doesn't that seem a little concerning to you?
Absolutely, darling. Absolutely. I am quite. If I wasn't high, I think I'd be quivering with fear, but also pleasure. It feels just wonderful. Terrifying, but wonderful. Lady Kafar, that is just one bitch, isn't she?
Has his wounds healed up?
Not yet.
Well, why don't you try and drink some other blood so that you can not have that gaping wound in your shoulder? And then she'll go and get him a bottle.
Oh, I thought you were offering. Oh, well, I suppose. Let's go to my room, shall we? See what kind of things Warren left me.
Okay.
You could help me dress, and I'll help you.
I'm not gonna help you get dressed.
What?
I will walk you to your room.
Foot
How many-
down.
Very well, very well.
So once Ambrose, you start walking, the same thing that happened to Dorian. The effects of the blood have now diffused. They're gone now. But you like him, you still feel all the emotions, and you can pinpoint where they happened and who they were with almost.
Oh, I feel quite embarrassed and have more questions than now that it's worn off a bit.
There's nothing
I-
embarrassed about if it makes you feel any better.
My apologies for what I did back there. Oh, God, how humiliating. However, I would like to dissect these feelings. Perhaps when we're all back together again. God, how humiliating.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to come to my room. Absolutely not. Go back to your room. I can more than handle myself.
I would like to see what your room looks like. I'm not going to walk in. I'm just going to stand in the door and then go and clean up. Because I realize I don't think I've actually drank anything yet, so.
So Ambrose, let's have you describe your room, please.
All right, can I describe what Warren sent?
Yeah, you can. This is your room. You can describe whatever you have in there.
As soon as you walk in, you see wall to wall to wall mirrors, and on like the entire walls are covered with mirrors, and around every mirror, around every wall is light bulbs, like the vanity bulbs. They're all vanity bulbs around every mirror, every surface. There's just mirrors everywhere. There's a very beautiful gilded bed with the like drapes, but sheer drapes, and it's all red and sheer. On the windows are sheer red drapes as well over like the other, I guess, solid drape. There's candelabras as well that are lit. Well, no, they're not lit, but there's just candelabras there for mood. In the middle of the room, from one side to the other, is one long catwalk you can get on. So he can, going from the closet, out of the closet, through the room is just an elevated catwalk. There's a walk-in closet full of designer shoes on one side, hats and accessories on the other. And as you go deeper into the closet, there's just more and more clothes categorized by designer and cuts and shapes and colors, and it's all very alphabetical. And there's magazines, there's posters of like Marlene Dietrich in her suits, 1930s, 1940s. Like there's magazines, but there's like of Warren and of Ambrose there, and of other people as well. But they're all fashion magazines. There's no other books though. There's no books in the room or anything like that. And on the other side of the room, there's a place where he can sit down with all the makeup. Any makeup you can think of is just in a huge vanity with a Powerpuff red little chair.
All right. So your room is filled to the brim. Got it.
Morgana, she kind of walks. She said she wasn't gonna walk in, but she definitely walks in, just kind of gawks at everything, like, "Holy crap!" Before she eventually will be like, "Well, this was thrilling. I'm gonna go and clean up, but you know where to find me. Your room looks amazing, by the way."
I do know where to find you. And he slinks up against the door and like slides his hand up against it, leans against the side. And if I wanted to, might I, on occasion, knock on your door?
Yeah.
Chats.
Just expect Vance to be there, probably.
Vance, why would he be there?
He spends the night sometimes.
I beg your pardon. Vance does what?
And Morgana,
Not
at
like
that
that,
point, you start making your way into your room. So, Morgana, can you describe your room now, please?
Okay, so basically, as soon as you walk in, it's smaller than it was because she has made in her old housing, she's made this wall that has a fake window and a whole little backdrop that has lights so that she can mimic the sun coming through or having like the golden hour or whatever. But the rest of it is it's a very modern mix of like gothic and cottagecore with vines, just making it feel like this fairy tale land. She's got on the ceiling glow in the dark star lights. So it's not like those cheap star lights that you can have on your ceiling, but it does actually like mimic stars pretty similarly. There's candles everywhere. It smells very herbal. Lots of plants that unfortunately never get sun, so they're fake. But there's kind of like this smell of like, it does kind of smell real. Lots of silks and satins and yeah, it's very, very cozy, very contrasting everyone else's rooms.
All right,
It's
so
like she's trying to live in her room the life that she's not allowed to have anymore.
Sure. All right, so we'll say that you guys all have now taken the time to shower up, take a bubble bath if you want, Ambrose, and change into something more appropriate. Moira had come in and addressed everyone's wounds a little bit. Ambrose, your back has been dressed with bandages. Morgana, yours has just gotten a little tape over it, the medical tape to keep it together. And at this point, you now are all back into the living room area and planning your next events for the evening.
So I said I would catch everyone up. If we do want to go find Liam, he'll know. I also think I know someone else who might know more, be able to help me with Mal. The only problem is, I don't know if she knows where I've been. And if she does know, if she's okay with it, and if she doesn't know if she would be okay with it, we can go. You guys need to be cool. Okay? Like, be cool.
My whole personality is cool. I'm a little worried about it.
No, but
Yeah,
like...
I'd chill.
Yeah, Ambrose, you need to not be that. You need to be less... darling, and more just... Ambrose.
I think I
Be
can do
Ambrose.
that.
Not Ambrose, be Ambrose. Nagana, you're fine. You're really adaptable. You'll be okay. Just no one say anything stupid if we go. Okay?
So don't talk.
Ambrose, not Ambrose.
Vance, I love you. Don't say anything stupid. Oh, I love you. Weird emotion. Anyway.
We're gonna unpack that later.
Don't say anything stupid. You tend to... Let's tuck that necklace in real quick. We'll unpack it all later. I was... conversation.
Necklace.
Yeah, you're just gonna ploop that inside and we're gonna unpack that maybe another night. We're also gonna unpack you, Mr. Ambrose.
Are you anxious?
No, I mean, what gave that away? I just lost my best friend.
I'm saying I can help if you need, if it's too much.
No, I'm okay. I need to have my wits about me as much as I can without Mal. We can go. Everyone just needs to be cool and not say anything about where we've been or what we do. You're all just some friends I met at the knitting club. No, I don't knit.
Vampire knitting club.
Where did we meet?
Did you hear what Eustace did last weekend?
We're in the band club.
No.
We've started a band.
I I mean,
Is that what it's
okay.
called? I
No,
don't-
we
I
could
don't know.
just say we hunt together.
we hug together.
Hunt.
That sounds like we have giant orgies every night.
I mean, that is also a vampire thing to do. So.
not where I'm from.
Okay, well,
Oh, you're in the
do we
wrong
look
clan
like
then.
we're from where you're from?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. So it would be convincing.
Darling, we'll be flies in the walls. You won't even notice that we're there.
No idea what that means.
Okay. Yeah, I don't believe you. Again, just don't say anything about the Venshu, anything about the Camarilla, anything about anything.
Lack of faith in me.
Again,
And if you
I don't know
do-
what they know. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I have been
No,
itching to
because
use this
I
ability.
mean, I didn't even know I was gonna be here, but I don't know what Liam has told them or where I've been, if it's a secret, if I'm supposed to be like reporting on the Camarilla to them. I don't really know. So I want to talk to Liam before we say anything to anyone's. Yeah. And then Liam can help me, and if he can't, yeah, cool. Liam knows everything, but he doesn't know everything. And then she knows.
What's her name?
Want to make sure Farah. Her name is Farah. She's like,
That's really pretty.
isn't it? She's like the coolest person ever besides Liam. She's the smartest person I've ever met in my life. She literally knows everything. It's crazy.
Also a
But, like,
vampire?
Yeah, she's one of me. She's one of us.
Going. How much time do we have before the sun rises?
You've got several hours. It's about 3 a.m. right now.
So we could go there tonight. See Liam, and then maybe tomorrow night chat with her, or we could hang out here tonight.
Does Liam know this
I
person?
definitely think we need a break.
Yeah, everyone knows Farah.
Well, let's go to Liam first and ask him if it would be okay to talk to her to fill in.
Oh,
the
it's okay to
blanks.
talk to her. I
Based
talk to her all
off
the
of the
time.
warnings you just gave us, I don't know
Well,
about
no,
that.
what is about like what we can talk to her about, because yeah, she knows everything, but I don't know what she knows.
Exactly.
Not okay with everything, but like we can talk to her.
Maybe Liam can help us with what we can and cannot say to her then.
I mean, okay, it's not that serious. I don't know about you guys, but like Malkavians are actually kind of cool with each other. Not everyone's like Lady Kafara threatening to kill their youngers at every waking moment.
I would definitely
Farah's,
like to talk about that, but I think for now we
Yeah.
should probably just get on the road.
I don't know what your deal is with the Tremere, but like Farah's good to all of us.
Hmm,
She's nice.
no comment.
Yes, well,
Just before we leave, we all agree that Lady Kafara is probably very corrupt. Say aye, because
I agree that she has ears and eyes everywhere, and talking ill about her in the house she has provided for is really a bad idea.
is there really anywhere we can talk without any eyes or ears on us?
No. Well,
Well,
maybe
sorry.
when we get back to when we.
I don't like that
maybe-
the storyteller laughed. I don't like it at all.
No.
I think it's because of my reaction.
Have you ever heard the saying, just always assume there's a Nosferatu in the room?
Oh, no?
Ever heard that saying? Yeah. Yeah, just always assume there's a Nosferatu in the room.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, we're never alone, ever. There's always someone watching, especially that one guy who just, the guy who signs, the mute guy. I'm just under the assumption that he's always here. He's probably here. Hey, dude, nothing you ever say
I
is
don't
a secret.
Like that thought.
We should go. Let's go.
Are we
Did you guys not think about this before?
No,
Yeah,
I thought about this. Are we on the bad guys' side? Are we the bad guys? Oh. I do hate to
That
think
is a
about it.
very subjective question.
There's no such thing.
When you're a blood-sucking monster, I don't think there's such thing as a good or bad guy. I think
It just doesn't make sense. We don't know each other, and yet we're.
So
forced to
this
band together.
conversation will continue as you guys are making your way out of the apartment, down the elevator, into the main entranceway.
No, we need to
Dan
know, are we
opens
the bad
door.
guys or not? Damn it!
And Dan's opening the door as Dorian's saying that, and you hear him go, "The bad guys? What?"
We're vampires. Sorry, we're talking about the morality of eating people.
You actually say that to him?
Yeah.
No, we're.
Stomps on the foot.
Okay. Okay.
Well, no, because if he heard that, then we're gonna want him to think that we're not talking about the fact that we're on the bad guys' side.
But
we're
you just
talking
broke.
about
You just
the
broke the masquerade
psychology
to
and
the random
morality
doorman. That's
of
great.
eating. Oh wait,
Stomping
Dan
you on the
human?
foot.
Yes, Dan is a human.
oh fuck! No, I don't.
So you just announced yourself to the doorman that you are all vampires.
I want to stop her. I want to stop on the foot.
And at
No,
this
'cause
point,
I'm gonna add because we saw a movie about cannibals.
We watched Interview with the Vampire
You watch
earlier.
a lot of horror movies, Dan.
Dan, we watched Interview with the Vampire earlier, and I swear my life.
can you all please roll a charisma manipulation for me, please?
Okay, I'm okay with
I'm
this.
not even I'm not trying.
Difficulty
Oh my
8.
god.
A difficulty
Difficulty
8. Oh
eight.
my
Yeah.
god.
I'm not
Okay.
trying to persuade this guy of anything. I'm just like looking around
That's
like,
the
what
key
the
term.
If anything, we eat
hell?
him. That's 3 successes.
Guys, wait, what's the difficulty?
8.
8.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Hold on.
I don't know. What's my wits manipulation?
I rolled 2 10s, by the way.
All right, cool.
I
got-
rolled literally an 8 and 2 10s.
Is manipulation subterfuge?
Manipulation is no. It should be on.
Your 2 attributes. It's right under charisma.
Oh,
I got
I'm
5
sorry. Yeah, you're
fail,
right. You're right. You're right.
3 success.
Sorry, say that again, Robin.
I got 5 fail, 3 success.
5 failures and 3 successes.
Hmm.
Okay, so you botch.
I got
Let's
2
see what else
failed
are about.
dice, and 2
Okay.
of them were 10s.
Okay, so you have 1 success then. If 2 failures, so you had a total of 3 successes.
So
And-
I had 5 dice. I rolled
Right.
2 below 8 and 3 above 8, and 2 of those were 10s.
Okay. All right. So I'm sorry, Robin. Did you say you rolled? How many 1s did you roll?
How many ones? No, I didn't roll
Yeah.
any one. I
Oh,
rolled.
okay. So you just didn't succeed. Okay. All right. Got it. I understand now.
Only-
Okay. You're fine. You did not botch. Okay. Excuse me.
I think that had to be the sexiest dice roll I've ever done. I have 7. I got 6 successes.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. So at this point, when you say that you guys are all vampires, Dan has seen and heard a lot of things on the streets of New York City. And you see him at this instance, though, he reacts a bit stronger than he would to anything else. Like, he takes a step back, his eyes widen, and you see him, like, kind of tuck his neck into his shoulders a little bit. But then you go, and you completely switch, like, oh no, vampires, like,
Interview with a vampire.
Lestat Deliancourt changed my life. I'm getting tattoos everywhere on my body of him. They're trying to dissuade me.
I'm certainly Team Edward.
and he goes, oh, all right. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff in this city, so I wouldn't put it past if they're actual vampires, but you're just doing that cosplay thing, I guess, right? Okay, I've heard a lot about it. And at this point, Darius pulls up, heads out of the car, goes, all right, well, that was quick. What's going on now, huh?
Nothing. We're going to the Bronx. Yay!
Right, the Bronx.
I'm sorry, you want me to take you to the Bronx right now, after the night you just had, huh? What in the blazes could possibly be that so damn important at this hour of the night?
Excuse me, who pays you?
Not you.
All right, well then who did the person who pay you tell you to drive around?
My apologies. I didn't realize that your job as a driver was to also question us everywhere we go.
No, no,
listen,
no, Tom.
the whole problem of me, the whole premise of me asking questions is to make sure we're not going to something that's gonna, kill you or myself.
You'll be fine.
You know what? Fair. We're gonna go
We're
help
going to
this
an
crazy one
abandoned.
out.
We're going to an abandoned asylum where there's a ton of unmarked graves and it's like ghosts and everything. It's fine. You're fine.
The after party.
All right, so we're going to an abandoned. What now?
Here, drive us here, and I tell him the address.
You give him the address and he goes, hold on a second. That's Malkavian territories.
Can I use dominate?
No.
Damn. Can't believe you just said no.
Yeah, that's Malkavian territory. I'm a Malkavian.
Alright, so your clan, the Malkavians, alright. You want me to take you to them in your condition right now. Alright, listen, I ain't got nothing to say what you do or what
Would
you
you
be
prefer
doing
that
or
we
where
all
you're
go
going to,
upstairs
but I
and
just
take a
want to
nap?
know that I would advise against it. Let's all pile
Wait a
into the
minute.
car now, shall we?
Why would you advise against it? I would like to ask. Why would you advise against it? Any particular reason?
You think we're gonna get back in time before the sun rises?
We're gonna stay there. We're not gonna get back in time. We can stay the night. It's gonna be a sleepover.
Are we?
Alright,
Why
I'm not
not?
saying nothing else. Just get in the goddamn car.
Well, yeah, you guys are okay with having a sleepover with my family, right?
Yeah.
Yay! It'll be so much fun. Oh my god,
Strangers.
guys get to meet Liam.
You guys pull in, you guys get into the car, and Daria starts driving off. To get to this exact part of the Bronx, it takes about a good 45 minutes to get to where you're trying to get to. During this time, Darius is stone cold quiet, focused on the road, and you see that his driving is not as aggressive. He's driving more focused. Whoever is in the front seat, if you're paying attention, you can see that he is slowly and deliberately looking on either side and checking out dark alleyways and whatnot as he's driving through, checking out the people who are standing at street corners and walking down the street, trying to really get a handle on who is in the area that he's driving in. At the end of the 45-minute drive, he pulls up to this old abandoned psych hospital. Unlocks the doors. Bless you. Sorry, Godzilla. Unlocks the doors and says, "All right, now listen. If you get into any trouble, just text me 911 and I'll take care of the rest."
What do you think is gonna happen? These people are my family.
I don't know. They're not their family. My family fucking sucks.
And my family's dead.
Now
Thanks, Darius, for the
we can agree
commentary.
on.
Darius, we have so much in common. Thank you for driving us.
Yeah, I don't think we do that, Ambrose.
Could I have taken one of my pistols with me?
Sure, you can have taken the pistol, yep.
Then as Morgana's getting up, he's gonna be like, "Thank you for caring so much."
Yeah. No problem.
Just gonna
And on that, we're gonna take our 15-minute break. So we'll see you guys in 15 minutes from now. We'll see you at 9:30. Well, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right.
Everyone's so prepared for danger. Not sitting here.
And welcome back. Okay, so we had just had Darius drop everybody off in front of the Malkavian, their home, which is an abandoned psych ward down in the Boogie Down Bronx. So, you guys are all now exiting the car, correct?
Mm-hmm. I
And-
think Cassandra has a bit of a pep in her step.
Oh, sure. She like walks like, I own these streets.
Yeah.
And Darius has the car running still. He once you guys close the door, he locks the doors and closes the windows all the way up. And then you see the car kind of shift a bit as you can see him sort of like moving around inside the car.
I don't understand what his problem is.
That is disconcerting, and this place looks haunted.
Oh, it is. It definitely is, but that's not the point.
I'm gonna be honest, when you said we were going to a psych ward, I didn't actually think you meant it. It's fitting. I like it.
I usually mean what I say.
Ow.
Yes, this is quite ordinary. Let's go in, I suppose.
Oh, it's anything but ordinary. Come on.
Oh my god.
You guys start making your way forward, and you can see just the face of the psych ward. All the windows are either broken in or boarded up. The broken down windows that have no boards in them, it is completely pitch dark on the inside. The fence in the front is bent and out of shape. The grass that is there is overgrown. The sign that's there is very faded, but you can see the words Women's Psych Ward on the sign. And the front entrance doors have chains closing the two double doors in front. The surrounding area kind of looks run down as well. Doesn't look very habitable, but you hear people like walking far off in the distance. You hear a dog barking off in the distance as well. The sounds of cars and stuff driving by, but right immediately where you are, it looks like a ghost town. And as you guys are slowly making your way forward, kind of like walking slowly, making sure your steps are very precise and not stepping on any, as Cassandra said, gravestones. You hear a voice call out from somewhere. You don't know where it's coming from because it kind of echoes off of the building. And you hear him go, "Who are you? What's your business here?"
Chester? It's Cass.
Cassandra?
Yeah!
Cassie, is that you?
Yeah!
It's me too. It's Chester.
Yeah!
It's me.
Yeah, I know! You're usually
And-
here!
And you see a piece of the ground kind of like push up as this guy like pushes himself out of a cardboard box and then closes the ground back up over it. Comes over and he gives Cassandra a really big hug. And he goes, "Where you been? We've all been looking everywhere for you."
Really? Oh, sorry, these are. Don't worry
who
about
are
them right now.
they?
Don't worry about them right now. I was in Manhattan. Liam brought me there. We went to this art exhibit. Then I got like sidetracked. You know how it is.
You were with Liam?
Yeah. Why?
Did you get hurt too? Did they hurt you?
No, they didn't hurt me. No, these other people. We killed them though. It's fine.
We're just buying art.
They helped me. They actually saved me. They're my friends. Everyone say hi to Chester.
Hi.
Hello, Chester.
I like your box
Hi.
thing.
Oh,
That's my
sorry.
boxy hole.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Something about someone got injured?
Wait, is Liam okay?
You don't know what happened?
No, I mean I haven't seen him in like almost a week. What?
Oh.
Wait, what happened to Liam? No,
Okay.
no. Tell me Liam's Chester? Chester, I
Yeah.
can't. Where is he?
Hey, Cass. We found him hobbling back here the other night. all kinds of messed up.
What?
I don't think that I should tell you anymore. You should go and speak with him yourself, I think would be best.
Yeah, can you bring me to him, please?
He is in his room, and you know that I can't leave the
Yeah,
guard.
no, okay, you stay in your hidey hole. They're gonna come in with me, okay? And she grabs Dorian's hand. I promise they're okay. They saved my life. They're helping me out. Just something's wrong, and now 2 things are wrong. And please let them come in.
He starts like nodding, looking at everybody, and seeing how distressed you are, and goes, "All right, listen, we don't allow outsiders in our home, but because you've been helping out Cass, I'll allow it." And then he turns around and he makes a specific set of whistles into the building, followed by several claps. And a moment later, the claps are answered with the sound of 2 metallic clangs from deep within the building. Cassandra, you know this to mean like people coming in, but the claps that he gave, you have not heard before.
Okay.
So this is something new.
Everyone, just please stay with me. Don't go wandering. Just if you see anything weird, it's fine. It's normal. Okay, and still holding on to a death grip onto Dorian's hand, just starts running inside to where she knows Liam's room is.
Okay. So as you're coming forward now, the chain around the doors kind of gets pulled inside through a hole of the door, just to show that it was just for looks, to make it seem like the door is actually locked up and chained up. Cassandra, you then open up the doors and you see there's another vampire standing behind the doors, and he just like slides to the back against the wall so you guys can make it your way in. Mm-hmm. And he's not really looking at you or the others. He's kind of just like has his head hung low, and waits for you guys to walk past. As you're all making your way in, as you're making your way through the abandoned ward, you guys can all start to see in the distance eyes glowing in the dark staring out at you all, and then they're ducking and hiding behind doors and objects as you guys get closer. You can hear whispers off in different hallways and rooms as you're walking past all these long abandoned halls. You hear someone softly giggling, and then the footsteps running in a different direction. You hear some sharp hisses as you get closer to some of the glowing eyes, and then they just disappear from sight. Door slams far down in the distance, followed by 3 more doors shutting quickly. And then the sound of a heavy metallic object being dragged across the floor can be heard off in the distance, getting closer.
Cool.
What is that?
Probably Steve. Don't worry about him.
Okay.
I feel like we're in the middle of a horror movie.
No, it's home.
And how long has this been your home?
Weird question. Still running down the hall.
I would say that where we were earlier is very similar to a horror movie as well, so that's what it's like being a vampire.
Don't leave my side. This place gives me the creeps.
All right. So Cassandra's like bringing you guys down different hallways, different turns and whatnot, and you're still hearing all these very strange sounds happening all around you, and you can't really get a real good look at any of the vampires that are in the distance. But the one thing that you definitely can tell is that sound of metal being dragged is kind of going in the exact same directions that you're going. Whatever it is trailing you. Several long minutes later, Cassandra bursts into a room. And she sees Liam sitting in his room on a cot, his head hung low, his left arm reaching over and holding his right arm. And as you enter the room, he turns in just your direction, Cassandra, because you're blocking the room, so everyone else is behind you. He turns in your direction, and you can see his face in full, and you can see that most of the skin is burnt away. His right eye is completely red. The left eye is closed shut. Most of his hair is missing, and the ear is like matted to the side of his head. And he whispers, Cassandra.
Leo! And she runs over and like almost just throws herself on him, then realizes it's gonna hurt him a lot and just collapses next to the cot and like kind of throws herself on his legs, kind of like wants to embrace him, but doesn't let herself fully in fear of hurting him more. What happened? Liam, what happened?
As you're going like onto his lap, you see that his legs have some seriously large, deep gashes across the thighs. And if after you step back and you're now examining his legs, and you see that one of his legs, the Achilles, is just cut straight across. And after at that point, you try and like feel what's going on, and you feel in the back of one of his thighs that there is a deep, deep cut along one of the hamstrings. Now that you're this close to him, you also see that his right arm. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
God.
Cuts off.
Screw you, Dylan. This is what you get for hurting my sire. This is what you get. You get frozen.
It was karma.
Damn.
All I can think about is the time you said that you saw a werewolf on fire, and I feel like it has some association to his injuries.
Okay. All right, so here we are now. Okay.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Where did I cut off? Where did I cut off?
The back
right
of
arm.
his. Oh yeah, the right arm.
You
Okay.
literally said something
Um,
along the lines of like, oh, here we go. And then you died.
All right. You can
My
now
Wi-Fi's
see his
back up.
right arm. You can now see his right arm, and it is missing from the elbow down.
Oh.
I saw that coming.
And he then reaches out for you, Cassandra, with his good arm, and like tries to touch you, but his hand is exceptionally shaky as he's reaching out.
She brings it to like the side of her face.
Is he being taken care of by someone?
No.
The room that he's in, is it like his room, or is it like a medical ward?
So you guys are behind. Cassandra burst into the room, and you guys are behind.
Right.
You have not yet stepped into the room, so you can't get a good look yet unless you actually step into the room.
Right. What? Okay, I'll step in, but like, is it his room, or is it like? Because if I say
This is his room.
Okay.
This is his room.
okay,
Yeah, it's a cot, it's a dresser, it's a table, bookshelf. Nothing really
okay.
there.
Darius dropped us off and left, right?
No,
Nope.
I think
Darius
he's
is
He's still there.
outside.
He's still there. Okay,
Yep.
good. Okay. Dorian's gonna see what's going on, and he's gonna turn to Vance and say, "Vance, get the med kit from the trunk." And he's
So
gonna-
these have been completely untreated wounds?
You don't know. Real quick. Vance, are you now going back through the abandoned ward by yourself?
Don't think. What's it called?
Think carefully.
What generation? Can Morgana ask what generation Liam is?
You can ask, but at this point, he is not focused on... Oh, we lost Acid. He is not focused on anyone else in the room beside
Well, I'm asking, Cassandra.
Why does that matter? What? No.
I'm just asking.
Turns back to Liam. What? Like, still, like, resting her. She's...
Pardon me, but can I maybe help?
Wait, I believe we have a Vance.
Yes!
Yeah.
You got your interwebs back?
That's why I was like spazzing out. I was like, it's back!
Welcome, Vance. Woo!
Woo!
Perfect.
Right. So Liam hears you guys, but again, his attention is just on Cassandra, and the part of his face that is not all mangled and burnt up. You can see love in his eyes. You can see hope in his face. You can see just a myriad of different emotions in seeing Cassandra. And you hear him whimper as he says, I am so glad that you are safe. You did what I asked of you, yes?
Yeah, these are my friends.
You went to the Ventru, right? They took you in, right?
Yeah,
and he starts like coughing uncontrollably.
Yeah, they put me with them. They've been my friends. They helped me. They saved my life last night, earlier. I don't know anymore. What happened? Are you... Oh my god.
And he gives a little coy smile and he goes, this is from our friend Dragon. And his people at the gallery that we went to together, they left me for dead once they cut off my arm and set my face on fire. Lucky for me, there were some street puddles nearby, and with a lot of rolling around, I was able to douse the flames. But don't worry about me, Cassandra. I'll heal up in a few days' time. The rest of the clan is being very, very helpful.
Of course I'm gonna worry about you. I have... No, there's a doctor. I can bring you to our doctor. She helped me. Oh, no, she hurt me. Never mind, not the doctor. Sorry this happened to you. I wasn't there to help you. I wasn't there to protect you. I could have done something. I could have seen something. Sorry.
Sandra, if I had not turned you away that night, we both would very well have not lived through that evening. And then he turns to the rest of the party and says, I want to thank you all for taking care of my child. She means more to me than anyone else in this clan. I am in your debt.
We should have come here first rather than the heart of the city. I think we made a mistake.
I agree.
Oh.
We had to do what we had to do. It's...
No,
I think that it was better. And we can't blame ourselves. We didn't know that this was...
No, I disagree, because if that was war and fuck the heart of the city, we should have come. We should have listened to Cassandra. I'm sorry.
Hindsight's still 2020. Although we're at this point, what, 40-20 probably, right?
He then looks back at Cassandra. After realizing who these people are with you, and says, "Listen, whatever you do, don't tell the others that I sent you to the Ventru to be part of their new collection thing that they are doing. You know that Farah didn't want anyone from our clan to join them. She doesn't like the idea of everyone coming together under one roof, and she actually forbid anyone from partaking in the offer. Cassandra, I put you in a difficult situation, I know. It was the only way to keep you safe that night. Please, Cassandra, don't tell anyone that you joined their clan. If Farah finds out, I don't want to think about what'll happen."
I didn't join their clan. I'm still Davian.
You are a Malkavian, I know, but remember, they are taking one from every clan to join the Ventru, reassemble the full Camarilla, and expand. That was the whole thing for their treaty. You cannot let Farah and the others know.
I do have to talk to Farah, though. Liam Mal's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
Uh,
How can he be? What happened?
We ran into some of Dragon's crew, and one of them hurt me really bad.
Oh no.
And then, the Ventru sent me to their doctor, and she did something, and he started screaming like he was in pain, and asked me who that was. And now I don't hear or see him anymore. I'm worried.
They do.
I don't know.
What did they do to you? Why was he screaming?
I don't know. I was hoping coming here, maybe Farah would know how to help him. I'm really worried about him. But I'm so much worried more about you.
And he takes his one good arm and pushes himself up off of the bed and starts to hobble over to the rest of the group. And through his one damaged eye, you can see he's crying, but he's crying blood as he's limping and almost falling over himself with every step. He says in a very deep, guttural voice to you all, "What did you do to my Cassandra?"
Dorian was there. Dorian, what happened?
Your thunder.
She doesn't know.
Dorian, bus. Why? Dorian just.
And now Liam puts his attention directly onto Dorian and begins hobbling closer to you.
I'm not a doctor, but I have some medical experience. I think maybe you should sit down and I can go over what happened.
I have sit down for long enough. Now that my child is back, you will tell me everything they did to her.
Dorian will recount what happened in exquisite detail.
Matt cannot.
After you explain the steps that Dr. Afosu took on Cassandra, and then relay that the blood of an elder was put into her wounds, he then shouts at all of you. Whose blood did you put into my Cassandra? And you're hearing at this point bones beginning to snap into place in his legs as he starts to jolt up a little bit.
Do I know the answer to that question?
You do not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I wasn't the doctor.
Liam, it wasn't their fault. She thought she was helping me. I don't think she knew about Mal or what anything. Please don't hurt them.
If anything, I asked her to stop after the screaming started.
Most of us weren't even in there.
Screaming.
Wouldn't have.
Cassandra, did they hurt you?
No, I was
And
just
he falls
scared.
into the nearest chair at that. And you see him just hunch back over, his face looking completely void of any emotion, as droplets of his bloody tears drop off of what's left of his nose into the floor below him.
No, she's gonna kneel down to him and take her hand, and take his hand in his and hers, and just do it. Like, Liam, please, I promise, I'm okay. I'm just worried about Mal. And I'm a little worried about what the Venture are gonna do to me once they find out he's not with me anymore. But we're gonna find a way to get him back, okay?
Cassandra, listen to me. And he's saying this now, all looking directly at the floor. He can't bring himself to look at you. As he's still hunched over your hand, he's just given it up to you. This is now your hand to hold. He has no strength left in him to pick it up. As he's speaking to the floor at you, and he says, Cass, listen. Malkav chooses one kinder per generation. Just one to speak with. You were blessed with this gift, and I will be doubly damned if I don't get you two together again. Here is what I believe happened. You were injected with the blood of an elder, yes? We can guess that means an elder of the Ventru clan, correct?
Yes.
If not, it could be an elder from another clan that the Ventru have a significant hold over. What you heard, the blood of the elder is fighting with the presence of Malkav. And if he was silenced so quickly, this must be a very, very powerful elder. What you have going for you, though, is this. Malkav is ancient blood. Older than most any elder that is alive today. I can only see him coming out on top. But we must help him regain his strength.
Okay. Do you know how we do that?
He takes a deep sigh, a pained sigh. You hear as he inhales deeply that he almost wheezes, and he shudders a bit. And he now picks his head up towards you, facing you face to face and says, "You must feed on Malkavian blood. To be precise, my blood."
Okay. Can you don't look too. Should I come back?
He then takes his finger and presses up against the side of his neck and makes a little incision, wincing at the pain of himself cutting. And he says, "I know I've taught you that this is a great sin, but this is the only way to save Malkov.
Liam, what are you talking about?
Do not drain me of all, but you must be quick." As he starts to slump over,
I don't want to hurt you.
he's become unresponsive.
Liam?
Dorian will kind of help pull back his slumped form and pull his head to the side.
Vance will walk over and just gently rub Cassandra's back.
Said you don't have much time.
You need to get Mal back. You got this.
We're here for you.
She'll kind of she'll kind of stand up, then lean down and just press a very gentle kiss side of his face and brush his hair out of his face, and then start drinking.
You begin drinking from Liam, and you don't take strong, deep pulls as if you were drinking from a hunt or to take out one of your enemies. These are slow pulls that you're questioning yourself if this is the right thing. And with every little pull that you take, you see Liam's body shudder a quick bit each single time that you drink from him. You take just a few sips, and then you hear very faintly in your head, "I will not fall so easily." And it goes quiet again. You then detach yourself from Liam and push your hand up against his wound.
Vance will continue to rub her back gently.
Liam? Are you okay? I heard him, it worked.
At this point, Liam is still unconscious, and you see him as you detach and you are now holding his wound. You have him sitting upright, and he's leaning back in his chair, just unresponsive. But several long minutes go by as you're all watching this entire scene go on in front of you. Yes, go ahead, Dorian.
Did Vance go and get the first aid kit?
I don't know. Vance, did you run through by yourself?
Well, he got to the door and was like, "Mm," and then started listening into the conversation and kind of like froze and turned around.
If you didn't, I would have threatened you to go get that med kit.
Morgana can go with him. She wouldn't have been able to stay and watch.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna cut to Vance and Morgana doing this. You guys are now going down alleyways, down hallways, and making turns. Can you please roll for me 1 second, please. I want to make sure that I'm giving you a good one.
Oh. Yeah. Just
If Vance like stopped at the doorway and then it just was just like, no.
Please give me a wits and awareness roll.
okay.
Difficulty 6.
What's 6? Okay.
Mhm.
All successes. I have 3.
I have 2 successes, but I got a 10.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright, so you're making your way back, remembering the quick turns you made and everything. Keeping your senses about you. As you're running back, you're hearing that you are getting closer to whatever it is that's making that metallic sound. That dragging is getting closer to you as you're getting closer to it. But you still press on ahead. And you make it to the front door, letting the guard at the front door know that you're just getting something from the your car to help Cassandra and Liam. He nods you through, and you get to the car, which is totally locked and no longer running.
Is our driver in the car?
The windows are blacked out. You cannot tell.
She's gonna walk to the front and just tap on the glass and then be like, med kit! We need the med kit!
As you say that, the back trunk opens up.
She's gonna be like, and then go. Vance, grab it.
Vance will grab it, but he was ready to break a window.
You guys grab it and you make your way back into the psych ward. As you're making your turns and whatnot, this time you run into this very large, very broad person, and they are dragging 2 huge sledgehammers behind them, one in each hand. And he looks at you 2, and he just goes, "New friends to play with?"
Steve?
Steve is broken right now. I need new friends to play with.
We're Cassandra's friends.
Sandra always have friends.
We can play with you later.
Friends.
Vance, go.
And he starts making his way down the hall, but as he's going, you see him getting agitated, lifting the sledgehammers and slamming them down, dragging a few steps, lifting up, slamming them down, and screaming, "Friends! I need friends!"
Vance is just gonna take Morgana's hand and book it.
He's a fun guy.
We'd up be his friend.
Yeah.
And you guys make it back to Liam's room, medkit in hand. Ambrose, what have you been doing this whole time?
I'm back on. Sorry, my internet went down.
No worries.
Can you guys hear me okay? I'm using my phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't use my headset. Okay, is he able to hear any of this? Are we able to hear any of this on the inside of the Liam's room?
You guys can, from where you are, you can definitely hear the sledgehammers hitting the ground. You have no idea what it is, and you hear someone screaming, but it's inaudible from where you are. You guys are too far down, too many hallways away to hear what it actually sounds, what the words actually are.
Perhaps I should go help them, but I must ask you, Liam, when you say don't trust the others, can we trust the Ventru?
Liam is still unconscious at this moment.
Oh, he's unconscious. Sorry. Okay, I was out of that. Okay.
Why help
Perhaps
them?
I should go see if Morgana and Vance are all right.
They're fine.
Did you hear that scream?
Yeah, it didn't sound like either of them.
No,
Oh,
a
for
lot of
God's sakes.
there's just a lot of screaming here.
Yeah, see, we were told. There's just a lot of weird stuff.
It's our thing. We scream a lot.
This place has old history and not all great, and it talks.
Cassandra, would anything in this place hurt Vance or Morgana?
Oh, I'm sure.
Or just walking down the hallway?
I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of things that would hurt them.
Well, then I will just go investigate and see where they are and what's taking them.
Okay, you continue down the hallways by yourself then. Bye. Oh, that's not what you wanted to do? Yeah, you didn't think that through, did you?
Oh, quiet. So Ambrose runs out with his heels on
He actually left. Wow.
and just screams down the hall, Morgana, where the bloody hell are you?
As you scream that, you hear 5 other voices of different pitches and tones repeat the same thing back at you and start cackling.
Oh my god. Just runs straight down the hallway trying to call for both Vance and Morgana.
Walk into
I'm
the
just
fun
thinking
house and
weird
you
with each
expect
other.
this?
Yeah, so at once Ambrose started calling for you two, you all hear the symphony of different voices going down the hall, kind of like a domino effect. Morgana, Morgana, Vance. All different voices screaming for you both. And it sounds like it's coming through the walls, it's coming from the hallway, it's coming from underneath the ground. Oh, actually, let me see if this happens.
Oh, fuck. Why'd you only have to call for Morgana?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Vance.
Sorry, I'm cussing a lot. Shit.
As you are running because you don't want to be a part of Sledgehammer Guy or the screaming of your name, you turn down what you definitely remember is one of the correct hallways, and you see someone crawling on the ceiling, rushing towards you. And they're saying, and they're screaming, Vance, we're looking for you.
Vance is just gonna keep going. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? And just could run, like, duck under it and just keep going while dragging Morgana behind him. Just like, no, we gotta find the others now.
Morgana's gonna start laughing.
So at that point, you're still running, you see this one vampire hanging halfway out of a door on the floor, going, Morgana! And then they get dragged into the room behind them.
She's like, this feels like a haunted house.
Vance is gonna start laughing too and be like, I love this place, let's go.
And you guys turn around one corner and there's Ambrose outside of the room, looking completely terrified of what the hell is happening in this place, but sees you two and is like, thank the gods.
Vance is just gonna grab Ambrose and just like shove him into the room.
How I'm imagining it is we're running so fast that we can't even slow down, so we kind of like stop, but there's still that impact, and then we all go and fall into the room.
Yep, no problem, we can have that happen.
Okay, cool.
Okay, boom. Darius and Cassandra, the rest of your party falls into the room.
We got it!
We got it! Vance is gonna toss the med kit at Dorian and just like roll onto his back, go wheezing.
Are you guys okay? Can someone help me?
We're going through a haunted house.
This place is awesome.
Yeah, I told you
Amazing.
guys there were ghosts here.
They were yelling at me, because
Yeah.
And then we also met a very big man with hammers. I guess Steve is broken. You were wrong. It wasn't Steve.
Oh, yeah.
I
Did you
felt
guys
kind
really
of bad.
think?
Huh?
Cassandra, you would not know who that is, actually.
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh,
Nope.
what?
Yeah, he was saying that he really wanted friends.
Oh, did you become his friend? Beside the point,
mean,
can someone help me bring Liam back to his bed, please?
Yeah.
I've begun working on Liam a little bit. Yeah.
Can we like lift him and?
Can you please roll a medicine? Let's see, what one is that again? It is, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry.
I have a point in medicine. Haha.
Good for you.
Wits and medicine, please. Difficulty 7.
I only have one. Good. Sorry.
Thank you.
Gonna do a
Backstory. Difficulty 7.
Yep.
Out of 5, only 1 success. It was a 10.
Okay.
Advanced help.
Do you have medicine as well? Okay, same roll. Wits and medicine.
While you're rolling, I just realized. Acid. You know what we can do with Vance and Morgana now?
Go to
Go to-
haunted house.
Go to the mental hospital that we visit a lot. Yeah! There's an actual abandoned hospital me and Acid go to.
What
That's
was the
pretty
difficulty?
freaking cool.
I want to go.
Difficulty 7.
Thanks for inviting us.
You guys are too far
Actually,
away.
Kate, there's one in Portchester that we can go to.
Bet.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Oh my gosh, guys!
I flew to Phoenix, Arizona to play D&D. I'll do what it takes.
Come join us. Matt, just come join us.
Everyone
Also, I only
Alright, so what
I
did you
got
roll?
one success. I got one success and it was a
One. Okay, so the two of you have 1 success each. You guys stop the bleeding on his neck.
I'm surprised you know
Okay.
how to do this.
That's not the first time.
Dorian, remember this.
Alright, so you guys now get him up and you move him back to his bed. And at this point now he's slowly waking back up and sees Cassandra and goes, Did it
I heard.
work?
Yeah, I heard him. Just rest. It's okay. Just you need to take it easy. You need to heal. Do you need to feed? I can grab you someone. There's always people lurking around here.
No. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I think that by now word has gotten around that you've returned with guests. I suggest you make a point to see Farah
Okay.
and pay your respects. And he falls back asleep.
Once again, she'll kind of brush his hair.
What's
hair
left
that's
of it?
what's left of it, and kind of comb it out of his face. Stroke his beautiful beard that's only halfway there now. Oh, so sad. The beard is gone. What have you done?
I did what had to be done.
Oh my god, his mustache and beard and his beautiful face. Curse you, Dylan.
I mean, it's all right here, but
I think he looks better.
And just kind of like press a kiss to his forehead and his nose and then his burned cheek. And then pull the blanket up over him. Okay, let's let him rest. We should go talk to Farah. Thank you, Dorian and Vance.
You're welcome.
Cassandra then leads you all out of Liam's room and into the hallway where all the voices were. She's walking now, not with urgency as she did before in getting to Liam, but now she's calmed down a bit and walking with purpose still. This time to introduce you all to the leader of her clan. The voices are still screaming Vance and Morgana's name. You can just hear in the distance the clang of the sledgehammers being hit on the ground, but that slowly fades away as you get further and further into the ward. Several long hallways and turns down. You open up, you get in front of the cafeteria. As you open up, you see that all the tables are pushed against the wall. All the chairs are thrown into a giant pile in the back corner. And in the center of the room are a plethora of cardboard boxes that make a large, like 30-foot tall throne. And sitting on the throne is this small woman. She's about 5 foot tall, wild red hair, an eye patch made from a shoestring and an old Metro card covers her left eye. She has camo cargo shorts on and a puffy North Face jacket with duct tape that's covering up some rips and tears, and a pair of bejeweled Crocs.
I love her so much.
I wasn't expecting this at all.
I love it.
It hurts
I was about to say, Ambrose is about to vomit in his mouth.
so much.
Vance feels
At this
whole.
point, Morgana's gonna probably like put her arm around Ambrose. Just keep it cool. Keep it
I
cool.
said absolutely nothing.
I know.
Oh, you said
you want to.
everything.
I'm saying it for future.
Hi,
Hi, Farah.
When you wave and say hello to Farah, she goes, Cassandra, vessel of Malkov, good to see you again. Oh, but so sad to hear about Liam. So sad. So
Yeah.
sad.
I just saw him. He'll be okay. He just needs to heal. I brought
Yes.
friends with me. I met them this past week.
Ah. And who are you? And she points at the four of you behind her.
I give a nice bow.
And everyone else is quiet. Okay.
No,
Vance will be like,
Um,
damn.
yeah, Morgana's just gonna be like, I'm Morgana. I'm a friend of Cassandra's.
We met at the old person's club.
Yeah, we like
Ambrose
eating
Windsor.
people together.
Ambrose wins in, then he just sort of puts a hand over his mouth, just trying to keep himself quiet.
Morgana's like got her arm like around him, and her hand is also over his. So just be like, shh.
And she goes, The Old People's Club? You've been to the YMCA?
Yeah, I go there. Liam used to take me there all the time.
We thought that shut down.
Oh, that's what they want you to do.
I've been missing pool night.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a travesty.
I most certainly think so. I was on a league. Cassandra, my league.
We can start your league again.
We will
The
join your
ashes we
league.
shall rise.
Yes!
The pool league once again.
Like the Phoenix. You're a Phoenix.
No phoenixes. None.
No fire.
Did you hear that?
What?
The wind.
Did I hear that?
No, no one heard anything.
Okay. No, what did it say?
It said, ominous times we live in. Cassandra, ominous times.
Yeah.
Cassandra, tell her why we're here.
Oh, so Liam just kind of helped me a bit, although he's really hurt and weak. I got hurt, and a friend tried to help. A new friend tried to help by injecting the blood of an elder into the wound, but then that...
As soon as you say that, she pushes herself off of the throne. A lot of the cardboard boxes topple over, and she scrambles on the floor towards you, and then just like stand. You're taller than her because she's only 5 foot, like 5 foot.
I mean, Cassandra's also only like 5 foot.
Oh, okay. You see each other eye to eye. And her hair kind of like billows out as she gets closer to you. And she goes, "Say that once more to my good eye."
Mal's gone, but I heard him. He came back a little bit. We can get him back. I can get him back. I know how now.
You lost Mal?
I didn't lose him. No, he's on sabbatical.
And she starts like convulsing a little bit, and she looks at your friends. Who exactly are you again?
They're my friends. They saved my life.
I'm speaking to them.
Okay.
I don't belong to any clan. I've been alone for about a year.
Same.
We're all kind of lone wolves.
Dorian will take a half step closer to Cassandra. Dorian Clemente, I play cards.
He's so good at the cards.
There is only one group in the city that is clanless and attracts others, and they do not make friends. So tell me truthfully, who are you? And you, she points at Ambrose, did not speak. You will now speak first.
I really don't think I should, darling. We're just very good friends of Cassandra who only want the best for her and her well-being.
Everyone, please give me a perception alertness. Difficulty 6. Cassandra, for you, it's a difficulty 4.
She's like a little gremlin.
You said difficulty 4 for me?
Mm-hmm.
2 successes, because that's all I've got. And there are 9, and 1 is a 10.
6, you said, right? Okay.
So I rolled a 1 and a 10. Those just cancel each other, right?
Say again, please.
So I rolled a 1 and a 10. Those would just cancel each other out.
Correct.
Okay, so 2 successes.
What is the
Okay.
difficulty?
6.
6? Okay.
Mhm.
I got 3, 5, and 8.
It's 1 success.
All right, we are not doing well with the rolls tonight, my friends. Vance, what'd you get?
I got 2 successes.
Morgana?
2 success, because that's all I've got. But I did get a 10.
Okay.
I don't know if that changes anything.
So while she is pointing at Ambrose and now getting a little more hysterical, you guys just look around because it looks like you're seeing shadows moving in different parts of the room. Through the doorways and the windows, you're seeing shapes moving, and you're hearing shuffling, just very faintly, but you don't know exactly where it is. Cassandra, at this point, you're hearing this and you're seeing this, and you know the clan is closing in.
Farah, can I talk? they saved my life. They're my friends. They've been helping me. They're the ones who suggested that I come here to help get Mal back. Mal back. They're good people, I promise. They want Mal back too.
That's right.
We'll help.
Because we know how important he is.
We'll help her in any way we can.
And admittedly, I didn't lie about being a lone wolf.
Also, he's like a baby. He doesn't know what's going on, pointing at Ambrose. He's like
Literally 3 days old.
He woke up in Times Square. I promise you, he's fine. We're kind of trying to show him the rope.
Yes, Cassandra's like my big sister, and I will follow her wherever she will go.
And she takes a step back from you all, and you see her hair kind of like recede back a little bit. And she kind of pulls into herself a little bit and goes, if I am to trust you, I'm going to have to examine you and read your timelines. Come. Let's have a look at you. And she points at Dorian. She then begins to walk forward and climb up your front so that she is at eye level with you. And she removes her eye patch. And behind there, it looks like a normal eye. Completely, perfectly normal eye. Then she takes her thumb, digs it into the side, and pops out what you can only expect is a glass eye. And you are now face to face with the dark, empty socket staring a void of nothing at you. And she says to you, now, come closer. 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 As she leans forward and grabs your eyelids and forces them open, and presses her socket against your exposed eye.
Oh, good.
And once you feel your eye touching her socket, you can feel it almost like getting pulled into her as she's reading you. And then she goes, I see. Ah, there it is. Dorian Clemente. You are a life filled with war. Not just on the battlefield, but in your own home and within yourself. Find your peace before the Pale One silences you, lest you haunt this world forever in your final death. You! She shouts as she points at Morgana. She then kicks off of Dorian's chest, scrambles on the floor.
Like letting go of Ambrose and just kind of backing up a little bit.
Okay, she scrambles on the floor after you and climbs up you, and once again pushes her empty socket up against your exposed eye. And she goes, oh, he wasn't very kind to you, no, was he, lovely? There's something still there within you both. Be sure to take the time to heal old wounds. They have lasting effects if not properly addressed. Oh, we'll talk about that in a moment, too. You! She shouts at Ambrose, kicks off of Cassandra, scuttles on the floor again, and then climbs up Ambrose, reaches in, opens your eye, and presses up against you. And you hear her go, these sparkles in your eyes, what are those flashing lights? These are the lights of your past. Why do you hold on to them so dearly? You must know that you cannot return to that life. What is this? Flowers? Flowers! A rose. Mind the thorns of any rose whose pierce may lose more than just blood. You. She points at Vance.
Now backing away.
She leaps off of Ambrose, doesn't even scuttle. She leaps off of Ambrose and clutches onto you. And says, let me get up there now. Come, my precious.
Vance's neck in all of it is just gonna fall out. He's gonna be like, oh no.
And she's then gonna get on top and she goes, Oh, you're a curious subject, aren't you? There's much pain and fear in your past. And your future, it's difficult to read, or almost as difficult as the Similarian. You know, like, how is anyone meant to read that and go, yup, this is really easy to understand. It makes perfect sense to, what? Right. Ooh, I see. A love interest? An old flame, perhaps? Someone who stole your heart, perhaps. There is some kind of emotion, but it's guarded behind something. You are a very difficult nut to crack, yes. And then she scuttles off of you, stands up again and goes, Cassandra, I would like for you to bring this one back sometime. I wish to learn their story more, but shh, don't tell him that.
I'm trying to do the same thing.
Very interesting.
I can give you my notes.
Now, I must ask you about the Ventru. And she looks over in Morgana's direction.
Yeah. Anything?
Yeah, what of it?
What?
Misty.
Yes,
I'm
you're a
gonna have to
Ventru!
explain what she said. Yes. What would you like to ask?
Your sire is a Ventru, which makes you a Ventru as well.
Unwillingly so, yes. I didn't lie when I said that I was a lone wolf.
Does that make your friends a Ventru as well?
No.
Sandra, does she speak the truth?
Yeah.
As she puts her hands behind her back.
Actually, that one's a Bruja. I'm pretty sure that one's a Toreador, and that one's a Tremere, I guess. Supposedly. None of this is confirmed. Ambrose definitely isn't confirmed. I've been trying to figure that out a lot. He hates ugly things. Big as tall. Yeah. Please don't put Anna's blood against her. She's cared for me like a mother almost.
Don't make me
She's
emotional right
Morgana.
now.
You, Morgana. Do you take part in your clan's slumber party thing or whatever they have going on there. There were too many words in the letter I received. I stopped paying attention after Dear Farah, leader of the Malkavian clan.
Unwillingly, yes, but I'm just as miserable as you are reading that stuff, so. Why do you ask?
Not trust whose adventure.
Sorry, can you speak up a little louder? DM.
Stage whisper, my dear. Stage whisper.
We do not trust the Ventru's adventure right now.
Is there a reason why?
Tell me, do you think the floors of the UN are filled of happy patty cake games? Or are there multiple disagreements?
From what we've experienced, there is something beneath the surface that at first it seems almost too good to be true, and as you dig deeper, it becomes clouded. So I think that your suspicions are valid.
Sandra, let her know I'm the only one here who can speak in riddles.
The answer is yes. The UN always argues.
I like him.
Morgana's the queen of putting her own foot in her mouth. She circles. Yes.
Ah, fuck. Backhanded compliment.
Especially Serbia. Serbia's kind of a real pain sometimes.
I've been there. It's lovely in the winter. That's besides the point.
This character is pretty interesting.
Morgana. I would like, very much so. No, I won't say it. I won't say it. Cassandra, my dear, will you and your friends be staying the night? It is game night after all.
What?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yes, it is all right. It is perfectly fine. And she starts looking around. And she starts clicking her nails together, almost like in a Morse code. And you guys see the shadows that were approaching kind of disappear. And she says, "Take them to your room. I need to fix my throne." And she puts the Metro card back over her eye, doesn't even bother to pick up the glass eye on the floor, and starts to slowly shulk back over to the cardboard boxes.
Okay. We're gonna go this way now. And just kind of starts leading everyone out. Like, come on.
Morgana's kind of like the last. She's just watching this.
Do we have a
farm
choice?
work.
And then just gets shoved out.
Vance will be
What
the first
games
one
are we
out
gonna
of the
play?
room.
We playing games? Playing games? Yeah.
Have you guys played Aggravation before?
You want to stay here longer? I mean, yes, games, fun. I love games.
Okay, well, we need to stay here because it's gonna be late out soon. I'm just gonna go up to my room and we're gonna. It'll be okay. I have some things I need to take note of. A lot of things I need to take note of. Okay. Like, come on.
So
Let's go.
Cassandra starts bringing you guys once again through the hallways of this terrifying asylum. After a little while, we get to a room at the end of the hall. Not on the sides, but the absolute far wall is a single room. And Cassandra opens the door. The hallway somehow has been getting more and more narrow as you get closer to the doorway, that it can only fit her as she walks into the door. The rest of you are now standing clumped together, one, then two more behind. Everyone can see directly into Cassandra's room, and what you see in front of you is a very clean, tidy space. The bed is still made. A stuffed animal leans against the pillow, and the walls that you see are hand-painted of a sunset over a beach with wispy white clouds in the corners of the wall, and they're melding into the ceiling, which is painted as the night sky with a bunch of little stars up there, both hand-painted and the glow-in-the-dark stickers. And from what you can see from where you are, you can see half of her writing desk is in the corner. It's like a pastel color, just sitting there. She walks right in and goes booking it to the left into the room. And as you all walk into the room, you now see that the room is divided in half. What you saw, the very nice, colorful, serene part of the room from the outside, and as you walk in, and you can now get the full scope of the room, the second half is just complete chaos and turmoil. The walls are hand painted with hand, just dark browns, deep purples, red, brown, just very dark. The ceiling, the floor, the walls. The other half of the desk is charred black. There's a picture frame on the desk, and if you look closely, you can see Cassandra standing in front of two people, a male and a female, but their heads are scratched off and replaced with the Malkavian symbol. Against the walls, you see etchings of the Malkavian symbol. You see notes scrawled in different types of handwriting. You also see the name Malkov, Malkov, written in different intensities, different sizes, different colors. And there's one picture frame hanging on the wall. The glass is gone, the back of the frame is gone, and all you can see there is what looks like to be a very close-up of a face, but it's all blacked out, very dark, scratched in painting, and deep, burning red eyes looking out into the room.
Yeah.
And Cassandra is now...
she books it to the left and just goes over to a part of the wall where there's some other lines and things circled, and just makes a small incision into her hand, and then uses her finger to start writing on the wall in her own blood, and circling, crossing out things she's written. She draws a rose. She draws a circle square in it and a little triangle over that. She draws a scepter and a sword. She draws a V in a circle crossed out, and she starts drawing lines everywhere. And then she rushes over to the right and starts circling other things, and again on the walls in her own blood, circling other words and scribbling over things, and just is like frantically writing. And she's slowly starting to creep more and more towards that mural that's on the side of the wall, as if this is slowly starting to overtake the room.
Cassandra?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Here. And in the corner, like, so this is the door. Like, in this corner, right on that same wall, there's just a pile of pillows and blankets that probably is what she actually sleeps on. The bed probably isn't touched. And she just, like, rushes over and starts spreading them over. Here, guys, sit. Just give me a second.
Well, if this is one.
Ambrose is going to sit on the nice side of the bed where the little plushie is, and just going to put the plushie on his lap, legs crossed. This is a very nice habitat.
Mariana,
Cassandra, what are you writing?
go lean on the wall and sit down.
I'm thinking it's harder to do without Mal here. But this is how I see things. It's how I connect things.
Well, it's a good visual of what goes on in your head, at least.
Yeah, like she's gonna point to the corner on the right, and that first thing Mal ever said to me, and it's probably just like some random incomprehensible like scribble. And then yeah.
What's the picture of?
What picture?
The big mural.
Oh, that's set. I started painting that when I first moved in here. Yeah. I got bored of it though.
And
So-
is that who's in your head? That individual there? And he points to the individual inside of the frame.
He's not in my head. He's just haunting me.
But that's the one we're looking for to put back into your head, Smelkavian. Mal.
Dylan, yeah, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's him. That's Malkov. Mal, clan founder, clan leader, the first of us, second generation kindred. Really big deal.
Second generation.
Yeah. Did I say second? I thought I said
I said first. I'm sorry. I may have misheard.
second generation. Malkov, founder of Clan Malkavian. Everything I am back to his blood. And his blood is in me and everyone else here.
So you're housing an ancient being from the beginning of time, basically.
I don't want to say housing, more like he helps me.
He kind of walks you along this road now.
Yeah, everything I see, he helps me see. Everything I
And-
know and can do is him.
Earlier, Liam, said that he only chooses one every generation. So, when does that generation end? When you if you eventually die?
You know,
Or-
I'm not sure. I think Liam said I'm a 12th generation kindred. That would make him 11th. I mean, generations with us are kind of weird because it's not like, oh, everyone turned at one. It's like I don't know.
Unless you made another kindred yourself, perhaps?
Well, if I made someone, then they would be 13th. Never thought about turning anyone, or huh?
You should probably avoid it for now.
Yes. Probably avoid it.
It's like having a child when you're
I would be a great parent. Screw you.
Hey, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, I forgot to make one note. There's also in the room. There's two closets. One on the nice side of the room. The closet on the not so nice side of the room has several planks that nail it to the frame so that it can't open. And written in blood on it says "Not yet."
Weird.
Is there a zombie in there?
And Cassandra, that was there before you even got here.
Oh.
I don't know what's in there. Not yet. I can't open it.
Huh.
That
You know,
didn't
when
strike
you
you as odd.
Oh, it's
Oh.
really odd. But what's the point of opening it before it's ready?
We just got raided.
Have you asked Mal about it?
I tried. He just told me not yet.
We just got raided. Hello,
Hey,
Raid. Welcome to
hey,
Fangs of New York.
Loving those pine
Thank
cones.
you for joining us.
Hey, Pfeffer.
Pine cones? That's gotta be the thefts.
Yep.
Yeah. All those pine cones.
That's long shot for you.
I know you.
Yeah.
I know you.
I asked him and he said it wasn't time yet. So I've been waiting. It's literally the hardest thing I've ever had to do, even when I was a kid. And Christmas morning, Kinsley and I used to go downstairs and try and shake the presents before our parents woke up and try to hear what they were, and we never could figure it out, and sometimes we'd end up just ripping them all open before they woke up anyway. It was really funny.
Hey,
But I'm holding myself back from this.
speaking of parents, who are they? Pointing at the faces, bodies with the faces scratched off.
Oh, yeah, that was my parents before I turned. Now I guess Liam's my dad? That's weird. I don't want to call him that. It's my sire, not my dad. Cool. Yeah, they died before I was turned.
And just then, you all hear the sounds of drums, very large, deep drums, coming from deep within the asylum. And that's where we're holding off on this week.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I could not write
Of course,
fast
what's
enough when
rated?
you're examining
Until
all
the
of
end.
them. It's literally just scribbles.
Me too.
What is what?
Me too.
That was
So
hard.
many notes.
Oh.
Oh. Jumanji
my
drum.
soul
That's exactly
escaped.
what I'm imagining.
Oh man.
Oh my god, that was such a good session.
Dude.
It
Like I
was.
said, I was really excited for this one.
Mhm. And
So that one guy, what's his name? Steve, the one with the big
No,
hammer.
his name's not Steve.
No,
That's
Steve was
Steve.
his friend that he broke.
So have you guys seen Tokyo Ghoul? That one big fighter when he's like,
Oh my
"Mom," and he's like, scary.
Yeah, I know that one. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
That's the vibes that I got. Big, kind of dumb, but scary. Oh,
Hold on. Have you guys
Silent
seen
Hill kind of stuff.
Big Fish?
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Okay, honestly, that whole scene with the eye patch and everything reminded me of the woman, Helena Bonham Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And
God, that was
that's how I imagined it.
so disturbing.
Love it.
Just putting your eye inside of somebody else's socket. That's all.
I wanted Morgana to be like, anyone else feel incredibly uncomfortable now?
Violated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very that was something.
Oh man.
All I can think of is, I lizard queen.
Wow.
So that was a lot of fun. Thank you everybody for joining us this week. I hope that you had as much fun as we did. Let me rephrase it. I hope you all had as much fun as I did, because I had a blast.
We all had a good time.
Yeah, me too.
Stress is real.
So thank you for Sir Pfeffers and Longshot for rating us. I'm sorry you guys came in at the end of our session, but we appreciate you all the same. Thank you so very much.
Mhm.
As always, I'm Dylan, your storyteller. We have Acidic Meltdown. We have the Cloudy Kate. We have Good Grief George. We have Robin the Goddess, and we have Mad Mischief down here as well. Once again, please check out our Discord. You can we're very active there, and we try to talk to we try to respond to everybody, and we post pictures and everything. We'd love to see what you guys have to say. You can ask us questions. I put a new channel there for fan theories because I want to see where your brains are with this whole story so far.
Mhm.
So please join the Discord. We'd be very happy to hang out with you and chat with you. Matt, who are we rating today?
Today we're going to be rating. Let me double check to make sure they're still going. They are. Okay, good. So we're going to be rating Rep RPG. They're doing apparently their 4th episode of their own campaign for Vampire the Masquerade. I'm choosing them today
Nice.
because their title says charity stream. So
Oh,
apparently
cool.
they're doing they're doing a charity. They've raised $1,000 so far, and their goal is $1,500. So
That's awesome.
yeah, why
You know what
not? Why
charity
not?
it is?
I have no idea, but when we go in there, we can ask them, and I'm sure they'll tell us all
Alright.
about it. So
All right.
why not?
So thank you once again, everybody, for joining us. Let's go and join this other raid that we're about to jump into, and let's see what their charity is all about. I'm excited.
Yeah, give them
Thank you, everybody. We
love.
love you. And boots and pants, boots and pants,
Boots and pants, boots and pants, boots and pants,
boots and pants, boots and pants. Here we go. Mushrooms. A badger.